This season's Champions League preparations are in full flow, with Celtic travelling to Armenia to play Lashkert on the 10th of July. A week earlier than usual due to UEFA narrowing the goalposts for smaller leagues. Again catering the financial feast to the gluttonous and egotistic top 5 leagues. Celtic, winners of the Coupe des Clubs Champions Européens in 1967, have fallen down in the European game due to a poor coefficient ranking. Although Brendan Rodgers' side looked to have turned the corner last season by securing back-to-back group stage participation in Europa League football after Christmas. A win against Rosenborg last year was achieved with a makeshift defence. Unfortunately, that was the theme of the group stages too. The key to securing more continental football in the most prestigious of competitions is our French contingent, amongst others, of course. Dembélé, Encham and Edouard could prove vital to our qualification. All three have points to prove while they aim to keep the place in the side and develop further. Moussa had a stop-start season last year. We saw glimpses of his brilliance and missed him at stages, especially in Europe. A full pre-season and a running start at the qualifying round could help propel Celtic into the groups. His hold-up play, strength and running is essential to competing in Europe. We need a fit Moussa. French Eddie, meanwhile, has his own point to prove. He recently became the Celtic record signing after joining from PSG. The 20-year-old must get himself to the levels of last season if he is to fit the billing that the big fee dictates. His goals against Rangers really set his star alight, but we haven't really seen him in European action. Pace, strength and his eye for goal endeared him with our support, and the ability to rotate between three fit strikers ahead of a grueling European conquest could be the key to a seamless progression. Olivier Encham became a stalwart in the Celtic midfield last season. He aided Scott Brown and added a finesse to the heart of the team. He was composed and elegant, gliding around the field. The ability to spot a pass, make a tackle and even score a goal, as we saw in the cup final versus Motherwell. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Encham has a long way to progress from his excellent debut season. Defensively, Celtic need to strengthen. Maybe not in personnel, but they need a settled, fit pairing. Last season we lacked this. We played a number of different partnerships due to injuries and suffered due to the lack of consistency. Centre-halves should be able to cover each other, move symmetrically and communicate. Without that, the lack of understanding leads to complacency and errors. Simunovic, Aja, Boyata, Henry and Compa can attest to the fact that we have the bodies at our disposal. We just need to establish who is the ideal pairing going into the season. In Tierney, we have an extremely bright talent, and his attacking prowess is supported by Lustig's defensive-minded play, whether that is by tactics or age. Our defense needs to be settled, and that ensures Gordon is covered at all times. Without that, the lack of understanding leads to complacency and errors. Simunovic, Aja, Boyata, Henry and Compa can attest to the fact that we have the bodies at our disposal. We just need to establish who is the ideal pairing going into the season. In Tierney, we have an extremely bright talent, and his attacking prowess is supported by Lustig's defensive-minded play, whether that is by tactics or age. Our defense needs to be settled, and that ensures Gordon is covered at the back. The necessity to ensure that all our players are fit and ready to go into these matches must be of paramount importance. These games will be draining and tough. We need our best players to perform consistently. Rodgers will be pushing his teams through the paces as they look to battle 4 stages of qualifying. 8 games stand between Celtic and the financial clout that the Champions League offers. We can only hope that the team are up for the challenge. Brendan Rodgers will be putting his players through the paces as they look to battle 4 stages of qualifying. 8 games stand between Celtic and the financial clout that the Champions League offers. We can only hope that the team are up for the challenge this early in the season. Louis is full.